I wanted to play Rogue Trader, but I don't feel like streaming. So here's a recorded video instead. It's going to be exactly the same, except with the few Twitch interruptions, of which there aren't many anyways.
Is there money to be made?
Operation
Nothing happens.
successful.
Hive sewers. Well, nothing good is going to happen down here, that's for sure.
What do we have here?
I did it.
You feel a slight prickling sensation at the back of your head. The barrier between the worlds has grown so thin here that you can feel a breeze coming from the other side. The voices belonging to
Keep
the
your
many
wits
residents of the
about
lower
you.
levels merge into a single humming noise, unnerving and oppressive,
I feel
much
my
like the
age when
surrounding
fighting
catacombs.
alongside such young warriors.
Indeed. While I have my
You hear
navigator
shrill,
skills to call
baleful
upon,
giggling coming from
you
behind you,
are,
and it is getting
statistically
louder,
speaking,
but there is no
far
one there.
more likely to perish in battle. Oh, I mean, that came out wrong.
Hey, that's mine. Take it. Take it. No need for guns.
Okay, apparently
I must thank you, esteemed Magos. After your intervention, I feel
some will actually react to us just snaffling things.
I agreed to help out of respect for the priceless
Watch
array of
out.
augmentations placed in your body. Such sacred creations deserve the best maintenance available.
As it should be. I will be your end.
Okay. Level 160. That's bad. Oh, and they are hostile as well. Okay, it's not going to be impossible to kill.
I shall not fail. A dance of blades and shadows. Death is a blessing.
No. Teleports. It.
Let's make it quick!
It's as good as done. I'm ready for whatever comes. I'll make it happen. On it. I'll make it happen.
Hold on!
As the Emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a prayer. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'm here, maggot.
Thankfully, these rabble don't take a lot of damage to kill.
Here we go. Activate calculated fury algorithm. Running by every desire to death. Request approved.
Show me what you've got.
Oh, interesting. He failed to manipulate them.
If I may, witness the fury of House Orcelio. Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it. That is not the Emperor's will. As the Emperor commands. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak eradicated.
It's amazing how often you can fail a almost 50% chance.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Time to slaughter someone.
Oh, he succeeded this time. And he's apparently just going to kill the rest.
I am your blade and shield.
It's as good as done.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's make it quick.
I love in tactile games when that happens.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Running by narrative decided.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
I love Sister Argenta. She's easily MVP so far.
Emperor, give me strength.
Indeed. At your beck and call.
I'm here, maggot. Let's get to it. Show me what you've got. An offering of blood. I will leave footprints of scarlet. No.
Too far. Okay.
As the tenants demand. Trust me. As honor ordains. Let the blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed. Killing brings me no pleasure. The shadows will see it done.
Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally. On it.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Advancing.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I will do my duty.
Okay, well, that's a thing apparently.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Interesting encounter. Interesting encounter trigger. Guess we're going to have to be more careful what we poke. Does that actually go anywhere? Maybe.
Rush not dawdle.
This filthy excuse for a table is smeared with someone's dinner consisting of algae and corpse starch.
Rise to the top, or get
Fortune
left in the
smiles on
dust.
us. An ill omen.
Never doubt me. Nothing escapes my sight.
My
Unlocked.
success is an irrefutable certainty.
Ah, I'm not sure.
Open.
Not sure if Cabela is dogmatic, but I guess we'll find out. Where is that? She is dogmatic, so she can actually make use of that cape. Oh, but she also has the auto-revive thing. I'm totally going to get her killed at some point, so she probably needs the auto-revive. Single shot attack, so that's specifically ranged damage. Supposedly there are familiars in this game. I wonder how you get those. That's a very powerful ability, but it's the sort of ability I'm going to either forget I have or just fail at using effectively. How many wounds can we have before they become permanent?
Double-click on a character's portrait to center the camera on the corresponding character.
Just as two... Oh, there's a stack. 1 of 20. Oh, it's already an old injury. Reduces character's resolve. we don't want any of them to accrue trauma.
I'll make sure to return the favor one day.
Oh, it only heals one stack. That's bad.
I owe you a debt. Stop squirming.
You cannot trick death. It will claim me one day.
Hold still.
Though I gave thee my blood and my pain,
I need your
thou
full
hast
cooperation.
ordained that I shall
The healing
live.
is much appreciated.
Stop squirming.
Injuries will not slow me.
Hold still.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
I need your full cooperation.
Integrity factor increased.
Hold still.
I'm grateful.
Data meditation is terminated.
No. Okay, can't use the medicine. Get dendrites outside of combat.
I know how to take risks. Stop squirming.
House Orcelio thanks you.
I need your full cooperation.
I'm grateful.
I always have a backup plan.
This puzzle thing I'm just going to skip because I don't understand it.
Is there money to be made?
Ooh, enforcers.
Arbitrators, secure perimeter. Formation 4755. Leto, heal.
Wait, isn't he the DLC character?
The huge cybermastiff immediately stops snarling in your direction and goes quiet at its master's foot, its stillness punctuated only by the thick globules of blood dripping from its metal fangs.
Proctor Exactant Solomon Antha of the Adeptus Arbates. State your name and the purpose of your stay on Ricadamanoris.
I am Cornelius von Valencius, successor to recently deceased Theodora von Valencius. I have come to this world on personal business.
So, Theodora von Valencius is dead. I will deliver this tragic news to Marshal Strax. I honor the pact your predecessor made with the Adeptus Arbates. I won't keep you any longer.
What was the nature of the arrangement between the Arbates and Theodora?
Your predecessor made a formal alliance with us. She provided us with a headquarters on Dargonis and supported us in the collection and guarding of the Imperial tithe on several occasions. We, in turn, assisted Lady Theodora in enforcing the law on the worlds under her control.
Okay, I thought that was their job anyways. But I guess they only guard places that have tides. I guess maybe local enforcers do most of the actual policing. What are you and your people doing here?
Removing obstructions to an official inquiry. My unit and I came here to investigate the disappearance of one particularly valuable ship, but the mutinous scum got in the way. Now we are having to deal with them too.
What do you know about the situation on the planet?
Only that the governor is failing in his responsibilities. This is a planet-wide rebellion, and it reeks of madness, or worse, of witchcraft. The rebels are blinding both themselves and others, and their ravens are the most insane and unholy thing I've ever heard.
Are you not supposed to help the governor regain control over this world? I thought that maintaining order was the foremost duty of any arbitrator. Exactly. That's what I was thinking of that too.
Not every uprising demands action by the Adeptus Arbates. For now, I am simply assessing the situation, and if our investigation requires that the rebellion be crushed, then we will intervene. Still, the governor had best put a stop to this bedlam. He is not here to just sit and look pretty.
What's this about a missing ship?
It's about a tithe ship. A vessel loaded to the brim with planetary tithes, amassed over a considerable period, suddenly went dark as soon as it departed Lt.Gen.
What does the stolen tithes entail?
Resources that every world is under obligation to relinquish for the good of the Imperium. In the case of Lt.Gen, they include the ceramited explosive reagents produced on Rykadi Philia, armor glass, medical supplies, and guardsmen, a living tithe to be recruited into the regiments of the Astra Militarum. Cargo like that is particularly dangerous in the hands of heretics, as it can be easily converted into wealth or used for military purposes.
What do you intend to do next?
Fight our way to the local administratum palace and ascertain whether a fire or some other disaster hasn't destroyed the documents related to the investigation. I hope the clerks were smart enough to put the records before their lives. If the Emperor favors us, we will extract the data we need, or else interrogate the survivors before we pay a visit to the governor. The questions we have for him are beginning to pile up.
The Cybermastiff lets out a low growl and leans forward somewhere to the side. Solomorn fires a shot in the same direction without even looking. You hear a stifled, gurgling rattle.
Arbitrators, eliminate the surviving rebels. Now is not the best time for conversations. With target practice standing around like this. Unless you have more questions, I will proceed with my assignments.
I'm on my way to see the governor myself. You and your unit could accompany me.
I must refuse. Our mission and the Marshal's orders take priority, even over a request from an individual as empowered as you.
Nod at the Cybermastiff. That is one fearsome-looking dog. I was impressed by its performance in battle.
That skirmish just now, Glato didn't even get to show off a tenth of what he is capable of. But he is quickly catching up with me for who's killed the most heretics today.
So is the governor a suspect?
Every citizen of this planet is a suspect, but Governor Medina is under particular scrutiny. Seizing the sacred tithe requires access to information, resources, and power. The governor fits that profile. Then there's this rebellion. Convenient. How many records and crucial witnesses do you think will be lost? Some people call it cover-up. I do not like how aptly this term describes the present situation.
That would be pretty insane, though, starting a chaos uprising on your capital world to cover your corruption.
May the Emperor watch over us. That way, this meeting won't be our last.
The Arbitrator's arrival was certainly a welcome sight. Hopefully they will help to put things back in order around here.
Serve the Emperor in your heart and deeds when you join the ranks of his illustrious army, the Astra Militarum.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Fight heresy, serve a higher purpose, safeguard humanity's dominion. Some 10 people, children among them, are huddling together in fear. You see that half of them have black holes where their eyes used to be. Some maintain a gloomy silence. Others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then at someone for shaking too much or crying too loudly.
Come to your senses, Errol. Look what you're doing to your own family.
A woman of about 60, gray-haired but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching her arms toward him.
Take pity on us. Let us go.
Stop talking and embrace redemption. Our children have gained true sight, while you still believe the lie.
Upon seeing you, the man points his weapon at you. The other insurgents do the same.
Who are you and why are you here?
What are you trying to save them from, and who is behind all of this?
At Aurora's behest. Aurora is a great prophet and a great warrior. Their face is shrouded, but their gaze pierces the veil of time and sees into the future. I always knew the governor's dogs were hiding the truth from us, and now, the day has come, a prophet has come to Rykad Minories and opened our eyes. The end of the world is coming, the final dawn. And only those who accept Aurora's truth will survive it.
His mind and soul are pierced by shards of a colorful deception. Hues once twisted by despair and the Immaterium's influence can never be the same again.
Pascal's Vox hisses furiously.
Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint and believe that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of the demagogic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect.
Abelard's face turns a deep red.
To cast your own children into the thrall of heresy, to drown your progeny in this filth with your own hands.
I remember when the Vizier used to sew our eyes shut so that his young spinners would see the truth.
Cabela's voice sounds hollow, but there are glowing embers of fury in her eyes.
Our ritual was one of service to him. It tempered and prepared us for our duty. What you are working here is despicable heresy, a blasphemous mockery of our sacred disciplines.
Look what fear has done to you. I see my past self in you, broken, humiliated, cloaked in disgrace. Is that how you wish to be remembered by the Emperor's servants?
But, all I wanted was to save,
The man drops his weapon and covers his face with his hands in desperation. You hear several short sobs.
There's no washing the blood from your hands. But you could at least let us go, Errol. The ones you haven't mutilated yet.
The old man gestures to the other insurgents, who lower their weapons. Then he shifts his gaze to you, trying to hold back tears.
What happens to us now?
Your family will be taken care of. As for you, I condemn you to death.
The old man's body falls to the ground. As soon as the hostages see it, they start moving faster and soon disappear around the bend.
This could be an opportunity.
Cast your eye there.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
I better myself through my service.
The goods in this stall are a stark contrast to the rest of the nearby shops. The jars are labeled, all-purpose synth powder, fills you up no matter what, made in Necromunda's best factories.
Keep your wits about you.
This mechanical door leads to the lower levels under the upper way. Grand strategists are rulers of the battlefield. They divide the combat zone into functional areas and make the best of them, providing not only strong positive effects to allies and negative effects to enemies, but also additional unique effects.
I need to remember to be careful where I click. Oh, we're back here.
Let us not dawdle.
It's always nice when there are multiple ways to get to places.
I see what others do not.
Ooh, a bolt pistol.
What do we have here? This is intriguing.
The shadows reveal their secrets.
Why are there traps here?
Duty prevails. See?
A lot of them.
Never doubt me. I better myself through my service.
Oh, there's something over there.
The Emperor favors me today. Duty prevails. Never doubt me.
Clearly oblivious to your presence, the soldier mutters incoherently and does not react to anything around him.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, so that's the command center. Let's not go there
Always
yet.
keep your eye on the prize.
Hopefully we find someone we can trade with soon. Since I apparently blew up the only merchant we've met so far.
The dead know nothing, and neither do the ignorant.
Is there money to be made? I'll make an example out of you!
I'll bleed you dry!
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. Faith without none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Hold on.
I will not die in dishonor.
It's as good as done. Another enemy down. You never stood a chance.
Brace yourself, Abelard!
Be careful not to cross my gaze. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Do not dare ask. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
As honor ordained. As the tenets come, the other side awaits. I bring mercy and retribution. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
A powerful explosion destroyed a large part of the bridge, both above and below. Could someone still be alive in there?
Unlocked.
Operation successful.
Yeah, that can only be used by heretics. Oh, did she deposit her weapon when we dismissed Idre?
I always keep my options open.
From your vantage point, it does not seem like this lavish mansion has been damaged by explosions, but you cannot enter. Something is blocking the entrance from the inside.
How convenient. Okay, this is back here again. Oh,
Rebels, soldiers, and ordinary workers.
can't get
Everyone
back up
perished
that
under the
way.
rubble of the
Keep
ruined
your
bridge
wits
and
about
buildings.
you.
Guess we're ready to go to the command center then. Right, heavy armor. Can we just learn that? Yes, but we're not strong enough.
Let us not dawdle.
Welcome to the Rykad Minori's Command Center.
Dark green, gloomy and stifling, fills this space like dense fog. The people here are drained, exhausted, bewildered.
Input.
This cogitator looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced, not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to the Omnicia adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold notch cables run from inside to a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. The screen reads, "Awaiting access code."
Apparently we can force our way into it.
You have bypassed the security layers. The cogitator is ready to reveal its secrets. Upon Lt.Gen's orders, the archives of every augur station on Rykad Minori's and the 2 primary satellites of Rykad's star have been queried. Said satellites are named Mugos Maruf and Zafaray the Keen, after 2 great champions of faith, whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellite's cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Lt.Gen is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Computation result, positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred augur's eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived 2 Rykad Minori cycles ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Lt.Gen's conclusion: the insurrection on the planet had been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rykad system, the rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries. But what is the nature of their activity near Rakatiphilia? Governor Medinea's attention must be drawn to. The final entry cuts off abruptly. The satellite Mugos Maruf reports that a ship has translated into the system. Its signature is consistent with the records of the flagship of a rogue traitor dynasty, House von Valancius.
That's me.
The satellite Zafaray the Keen reports that a ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship had sent an encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rykad Minori's. Another transmission was directed to planetoid Rakatiphilia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Their contents could not be decrypted. The entry contains planet-side coordinates marked as heavy augur station jamming, possibly a hidden insurgent base. The tall, dark-skinned man turns toward you and greets you in a curt military manner.
Faisal Rakati of Medine AF Coronis, governor of this star system. Welcome to my temporary headquarters.
The man's gaze falls on Abelard, his eyes slightly narrow.
We're Syrian.
Abelard nods dryly.
Governor Medine. My greetings.
The governor's expression changes drastically when he sees Kasha.
Lady Navigator. What an honor. I never thought that House Orcelio would grace our world with a visit. I only wish I could have received you under different circumstances.
Kasha purses her lips, and an echo of grief knocks the wind out of those present.
House Orcelio is grateful for the support that you have provided to Urak V these many years.
Then the governor notices Cabello's clothes, and his eyes go wide. He adds, softly and cautiously,
This woman, she is your bodyguard, I presume? Or is she here too?
He stops, choosing not to finish his question.
I'm not seeing the convoy I'd sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise you their punishment will be swift and severe.
The convoy was ambushed and massacred. The only surviving soldier turned out to be a traitor and was personally executed by me.
That is an outrage. I will have the personnel vetting procedure changed immediately. The slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest. Your Lordship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House von Valancius. I have received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now the rogue traitor?
I should be the one asking that question. Our ship was attacked by heretics. They killed Lady Theodora.
The governor frowns, and a deep shadow falls over his face.
Rogue traitor von Valancius. Slain. Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, Your Lordship. Do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help.
I need fresh crew to replace those killed in the attack on the ship, and I need material compensation.
The governor bows his head in acceptance.
Of course, Your Lordship. You will be compensated for any losses. And I'll see to it personally that your ship's holds are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves.
Abelard nods in approval and remarks quietly.
Excellent, Your Lordship. A rogue traitor has no use for leniency. I can offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming.
Are you so confident that you will crush the insurrection soon? My own impression has been the exact opposite.
Is that so?
The governor maintains his composure.
I'd like to hear your reasoning.
My reasoning? One would have to be blind to not see all the signs of cultist activity. Have you ever had to deal with such a threat before, Governor Medine? As a soldier of the Astra Militarum, I have. So do not waste my time with requests to prove the obvious, because I speak from experience.
Governor Medine hesitates before answering, his face slowly turning purple with anger.
Your Lordship.
He grits out through his teeth.
I know who you are. I have heard of your exploits, and I will not allow a stranger, let alone another rogue traitor, to speak to me in such a manner and make demands of a subject of his Lordship Caligo's winter scale.
He takes a breath and continues in a calmer tone.
The matter is closed. Let us speak no more of it.
I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malgar. He and his soldiers valiantly defend Starport.
The sergeant who managed to impress a person of such noble standing will be recommended for decoration.
My kinsman Conrad Voigtver von Valancius has betrayed our dynasty and Imperium. If he is hiding in this system, I want him handed over to me.
Voigtver is a traitor? Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy scion or two. Naturally, we will surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding his location. However,
the governor pauses to think.
We have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from Logus Abel's sanctum. It aggregated all the Lex Mechanic reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the stubborn machine, you might learn something about Conrad's movements. I'd hazard he fled from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings.
Heinrich van Kallox, an interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition, is operating in your system. Do you know where he is?
The governor lowers his voice.
I do. Master Van Kallox has left for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium. It's an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity. But I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down shuttles over the city has been destroyed. Now nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master Van Calix, you should go to the cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles from Pascal's vox.
On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Mugos Haniaman, am officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against laypeople and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained Mugos should provide his assistance. I categorically object.
The governor clenches his fist.
As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omnisio's servants. We have lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in that same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces.
Medine and Pascal glare at each other, their unyielding gazes like crossed swords.
No, I'm not going to give up our tech priest. This Magos is part of my retinue. You have no right to give him orders.
You mistake me for a fool. I know that he arrived separately from you, and I would bet my life that no.
The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechadendrite. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medine clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly.
So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to? Do you think this is the first time I have been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last.
Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with the crunching of bone and the squelching of tearing flesh.
I am heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear?
The governor mutters through gritted teeth.
Abundantly so, Mugos.
It would be my pleasure to assist Omnissiah's servant in reaching the sanctum.
Thank you for your cooperation, your lordship.
The drill stops.
As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Mugos Haniaman, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykad system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you at all costs until your life functions cease. But only within the limits of the Rykad system. You're Haniaman. Glad you're alive.
The governor raises his eyebrow and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further commentary.
Pascal, what is so special about the cenobium and the relic? What is in there that has drawn the attention of an interrogator of the Inquisition?
I have never been there before, but I would presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great destruction should it end up in heretic hands. The fury of the freed machine spirits, once released from the sacred circuit, will destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may render the world of Rykad Minoris uninhabitable.
Okay, so it's a very big nuke.
Heresy must be purged from those blessed halls. I declare any desecrator who defiles the relic's power a Category 3 blasphemer deserving of immediate execution.
I have no more questions.
Then permit me to ask a question. My name aroused your interest, Governor Medine. Why?
The governor looks at Pascal with curiosity.
According to the reports we've received, Logus Abel Haniaman set off for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master Van Calix?
Pascal's vox rasps in confusion.
My name is Pascal Haniaman. Not Abel. I know nothing about such a person.
What do you know about this Abel, Governor?
I've never met him in person. That esteemed Logus supervised the work of Rykad Minoris' Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true anchorite.
Why did he fly to the monastery? That seems suspicious.
When a Logis of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, we don't ask why, your lordship.
I see.
Governor Medine, I intend to gather further information on the person calling himself Abel Haniaman. I do not exclude the possibility of it being an alias of my mentor, the Archmagos Amarnat. I would have suggested that you inspect the esteemed Logis' sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them to the cogitators at the command post. They might provide you with some information. The Arbites? Why are they here?
Oh shit.
The Adeptus Arbites is assuming command of this area.
The arbitrator marches forward relentlessly and halts one step away from the governor, looking down at him.
Governor Medine, in the name of the Lex Imperialis, Proctor Solomon Anhar, arrest you on suspicion of involvement in the theft of the shipment of the Imperial tithe. Taking into account the state of emergency on this planet, I will permit you to retain your authority under my direct supervision. From this time forth, you will give the Adeptus Arbites your full cooperation, in particular, by transferring command of the strike groups and other resources to me.
Medine, though deathly pale, proudly raises his chin.
Arrest me? Transfer my resources? Your demands undermine my efforts to suppress the rebellion. Excuse me, Proctor, but this accusation of stealing the sacred tithe is simply...
He stops talking under the arbitrator's oppressive, merciless gaze.
Denying guilt only adds to the suspicions against you, Governor. Now, let us go over everything one more time. The tithe was stolen from your world. You are culpable for this incident whether you were personally involved or not. You will provide the resources I have requested without objection, as this measure serves to re-establish control over the planet. Comply, or I will consider your refusal an obstruction of the investigation and take steps accordingly. It seems I am left with no other option than to obey your will. As his law-abiding servant, I honor the word of the Lex Imperialis.
Medine shoots you a quick glance.
Unless his lordship has anything to say on the matter, that is.
I would never think to oppose a servant of the Lex.
The governor puts his hands behind his back, either to appear more confident or to hide the tremor in his fingers.
In that case, please accommodate yourself, Proctor. But before I give you the access codes, I must give a protracted self-exonerating statement. There's no need. All information required of you will be obtained during questioning, without witnesses, be it your personal guard or the rogue trader. Just you, me, and Glado.
The cybermastiff lets out a heavy growl that sends a shiver down your spine.
What is your plan, Proctor?
Stop the heretics from taking over the starport and other locations critical to the investigation. At the same time, we will crush the heretics' resistance. Most of them are hiding among the commoners, and a series of concentrated strikes against the residential districts and infirmaries will send them running. That is when we'll finish off the rebel carrion. Blood of the throne, I will be governing over nothing but ruins and corpses by the time you're done. Have faith in my methods, Governor. I am not going to depopulate your world. After all, it needs to be able to continue paying the tithe.
Of course. We're still going down the dogmatic route. A sound plan, Proctor. Only harsh measures can restore order.
Solomon gives a slight nod.
Better to cut off the hand than to let the infection overtake the whole body.
Why do you think the rebels are hiding among the civilians? They could have shelters elsewhere.
I know this from a few intercepted Vox exchanges and a couple of scumbags we've interrogated. But first and foremost, I know from experience. Such mutinous rabble always feeds off its families and associates, who also provide a source of recruits to support its ranks. And, of course, there is the heretics' contemptible habit of using the local population as a shield. We need to flush them out of their nests and starve them of resources.
I wish you luck in your investigation, Proctor.
Is there money to be made?
I'm going to assume there's nothing new on this. Oh, there is.
I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it, shackled in stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their vows. I am registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnisia to Lt.Gen in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Lt.Gen is seeking an audience with the Venerable Dar Impulse 6 who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the Governor's Palace for a shuttle flight to the electrodynamic cenobium. A message has also been sent to the Furibundus system.
The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize the words.
The voice from the Vox is soft and pensive, barely audible over the static noise.
I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me. Omnisia, grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I guess we're going back to our ship. Still haven't found anyone to trade with. I know there were pirates and heretics, but we maybe shouldn't have blown them out of the skies. This is just lore. We're going to call it there, I think, and continue this either live or in a recording again later.